Here they come. I knew that was you.
What?
Because you're so mean to them. But I don't understand why they bark when they know who you are.
It's not any worse than you are to them. I treat them the same.
I yell at them.
I yell at them. You're knocking down the porch.
Coming.
Daniel been out there yet?
Pop, would you just shut up?
Good afternoon. We are getting together for Memorial Day lunch today, again at my house. Daniel and them will be home in a little bit. He called me and Mom had run to town. I needed a tractor supply. Had to get a water trough. I haven't showed y'all the new water trough, but I got a big water trough for Molly and the goats. And after it was all set up, I realized Frodo was too short. He couldn't reach it. And I think I've already just talked about, because several people kept complaining about the ducks and the water. And people kept thinking, and they have gotten in the troughs before. But what I had been noticing is they could really care less about getting in the troughs. What they're doing, and I've already addressed this, but just to remind everybody, their ducks and their bills will be full of nastiness, like, you know, nasty. And then they go over and stick their bills to get water out of the trough. And it just kept, it was like every other day I was having to dump Molly's water and the goat's water. I don't change the chicken's water as often because I'll just dump it and fill it, and in the yard side the ducks can't get to it, and so I don't have to mess with it as often. But the Molly side with her and the goats, I did not want them drinking nasty water, and those ducks were keeping that water so disgusting. And they just stick their bills in with this gunk. It could be mud, it could be cow poop, it just whatever they're doing, and then they go and drink. And it just, you can see, I've been out there, I've watched it, just comes, cleans off their beak so pretty. Their beaks, they'll come out of the water with clean beaks, and all the junk that was on their beak their bill is now in the bottom of the water trough. So I bit the bullet and bought one of the big ones, a black one. The black will help sort of keep down some of the algae, but ducks will no longer be sticking their bills in it. They're just gonna have to go on out to the pond for their water. After I got it all set up and filled up, I put the automatic, I had an automatic water out there hanging on the fence that I wasn't using with that little small trough, but I put it in the big one, so it keeps it up there at the high, and the water is so clean. There had some leaves in it, pieces of grass where I'd mowed and had blowed in it, but besides that, it was just clean, and it's been out there for about 3 or 4 days now. But Frodo was too short for it, and I thought about the little deck, that little short, small little deck that I had in front of the feed room out there. It floated off during the flood over against the fence line, and I thought, well, I can go over there against the I think Uriel picked a lot of that up with his tractor when he was working on the fence and piled it in that burn pile. But and there's a deck over there that I'd never even seen before, and it looked like new wood, which was weird to me because I don't know where it came from. But the little small deck I know was over there, and I'm assuming it's still over there in that pile. And I thought, well, I'll go over there and get that little small deck and put it next to it, and Frodo could step up on it. And then I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna get a smaller, because Mary's a little shorter too. Mary's not quite, Mary was sickly, didn't know if she was gonna make it when she was born, and I babied her. And she's really got maybe like a little bit of a stumped growth, I believe. She's not as big as like Daddy's females. She's shorter. And I think her growth was stunted a little bit because she was so little when she was born. But anyway, regardless of that, or she just was a little goat. She's a boar goat like the rest of them, but she's just small. Taller than Frodo, but not big. Anyway, so I looked at, and I'm thinking, well, none of those other ones that are made by Rubbermaid from Tractor Supply were tall enough to keep the ducks out. You either got this big one like I got, or the other ones were short enough for the ducks to still stick their heads in. So I found this at Walmart. Hold on. This big thing right here. So the ducks can't reach it, but Frodo and Mary, or any of the other goats, they're going to be able to get into it perfectly. So I was happy I found that, and I put that in a pickup order. So I picked it up this morning, me and Mom had a little bit of a grocery order. So we ran and did that. We went into Hobby Lobby too. Mom wanted a couple of things for her bedroom wall, so we went in there. Levi, can you turn that down just a hair? Anyway, so I'm here getting lunch together. Mama bought some potato salad we just dumped it in a bowl. It's in the refrigerator. I've got my barbecue chicken. I cooked some more chicken last night. What was left was, cooking in the pot. It got done, and I shredded it all up last night. And then I put it in here. And then in my Ninja, I started another pack of chicken. I think it was about 5 thighs. I threw them in, and they cooked slow overnight, and now they're in here. So I just got to stir it around with the barbecue sauce. And then I made some baked beans. They're right here. A little bit of, pork and beans, a little bit of relish, a little bit of brown sugar, a few onions. That's going. I've got it on warm, but it's not hardly putting out anything yet. I mean, I don't want it. It's only 12:15. And then I've got the few roasted potatoes that I had from last night. So they're in the refrigerator, and I'm going to take them out in a few minutes and probably, I don't know, I may stick them in the oven to roast them back, heat them, but I may just do it in the microwave real quick. But everybody will be here. Daniel called while we were driving and asked about Ted. Remember Ted that did the work for me? I love Ted and his little crew, which was basically his family, but he is doing what I think it's called hot shot driving or hot shot trucking or whatever it's called. It's like where they do that overnight stuff. Or, they pick up a trailer and they have, 2 days to get it where it's going. So he's not doing what he used to do. And anyway, I told Daniel that. I said, he's doing hot shot now. I said, I'm friends with him on Facebook, and I see he's all over the place in his truck with these loads going different places. And so anyway, he's wanting to have some work done down there. And I told him I found Ted on Marketplace. When I was needing work done, I found him on Marketplace, and I'm blessed to have found him and had him when we did, because I trusted him so much. I know there's other good people out there, but when you use somebody and you see that they're normal, they're not taking advantage of me, I even tried to always, when he quoted me something, I tried to give him, a little bit more. I don't have you all know, I don't have money. I don't have a lot of money. And when I do a job, when I have something done, I've had to save for that, to do that job. Oh, what about this? Had a zip tie on it, and you tore it in half. Now it won't zip close. We need to thank JoJo for all the gummies. She sent Levi a couple packs of gummies. Anyway, so I found Ted on Marketplace. I told Daniel that, and he said, well, he's got a couple of people that he's talked to, but one guy can't start for a couple of months. The other guy's going to get back with him. He said, I just like it when we know him already. And I said, yeah, I know. I mean, I don't know Ted. I didn't go to his house and hang out. But I know when he came here, he was good and he was trustworthy, and his little wife Cheryl was sweet. Usually hung out with him, but would help when she could, but hung out. And they were just good people, and it's hard to find good people. It's hard to put your trust in new people when you've had good people and you've also been taken advantage of. So it's just from other people. You just want to use those same good people, and you can't use Ted like that anymore. So anyway, it's 12:15 now. I am gonna finish stirring up this meat and getting everything together, and I'm gonna go maybe go ahead and go. I don't want to get too hot out there and get sweaty and come back in, but I'd like to put his trough out there and get it filled up with water. So he's got a new big fresh thing of water. He'll be happy with that. So I think he can probably drink when the water's at the top. He can lift his head up enough to drink water. But I didn't want him to have to stress over trying to get water. I want him to be able to comfortably get water. So I'm gonna probably run out there and do that really quick so he is taken care of. Anyway, and I will see y'all in a little bit. Here they come. I knew that was you.
Why?
Because you're so mean to them. But I don't understand why they bark when they know who you are.
It's not any worse than you are to them. I treat them the same.
Gotta yell at them.
I yell at them. You're knocking down the porch.
Coming.
Daniel been out there yet?
How would you just shut up? I'm too damn.
Hello, little girl.
Hello.
What's up?
Nothing.
Hi. Hi. Haven't seen you in a while. Yeah. At least an hour and a half. Yes, they're supposed to be.
I brought some dirt for you to try.
Jensen!
Come here, baby. Why?
His feelings are so hurt
Why do you do
that
that?
it literally made him pain.
Oh, you're such an
The worst dog ever.
He is not. He's the sweetest thing. I hope that is on video. I've been recording for a minute and 30 seconds.
Oh.
No, he's oh, shoot. Now just love him. All right. He's shaking so bad. Do you need help? Oh, he can't get in the door with that cane. Come on, Dad. Dad, every time you come here, you're worse off than the day before. What'd you do today,
Hey, everybody.
Hi, Daddy.
Y'all are back.
We're back. That's good.
For you to try.
Oh, Lord, no. Okay, we're trying.
Gigi, don't ask.
Oh,
What did you do? Why is it spring?
A cutter is spraying.
yeah.
You weren't here for our video.
Daddy, you held the door open so long a fly came in.
Hey, fly, come to my house.
No.
A bunch of the flies come in. Me and G gonna start that honeymoon stuff again.
Honeymoon?
Yeah,
I don't know what that means.
and she has a fly swatter, and I have one.
Oh, you run around killing
Yeah,
flies?
we had contests. But I can't tell you what the winner got.
Okay, I don't know. I gotta stop my video right now. All right, it's the evening. Everybody had a good lunch, hung out together, and I've just been sitting around. I'm waiting right now for a lady to come get some eggs. But this was our Memorial Day, guys. I hope y'all had a wonderful Memorial Day. And I'm trying to think, did I have anything special? No. I got Frodo's trough put out for him. What is on me, Jensen? Levi. Buddy is so rough to Jensen and Honey. He's just playing, but they're yappers. They're the yapper dogs. And it even annoys me. Like today, when me and Mom went to town, we got home. they were on the back of the love seat over there in front of the, over wherever the love seat is over there in front of the windows, looking out at me, barking. And I was like, gosh, they're so crazy.
And barking at me too.
I know, they're barking at their own mama.
Yeah.
They bark at you?
Yeah.
Oh, they do?
Yes.
Levi says they bark at him too. Anyway, but Buddy will do like that, like make noise at them or stomp his foot at them or whatever, and then they just like go completely berserk. Poor Jensen, that little chihuahua in him was shaking like a leaf, but he's only picking at them, but it just makes it worse when he does that stuff to them. Anyway, we all had a good day, and I just wanted to shut out this video because I just ended it sort of abruptly. Earlier, it was like everybody was getting in, and Dad had his camera going. There's no need for 2 or 3 of us filming the same stuff. Anyway, and like I said, I'm waiting right now. It's the lady that, I've got one lady that is like religiously gets my eggs. Not that long ago, she bought $50 worth of eggs. Right now, you know, I don't know if I killed a snake a while back. That one that me and Buddy were trying to kill together, and I thought Buddy got it, but then later it was moved, and he was up sort of wrapping himself around the post in the barn. Yeah, well, I don't know if I've got another one or they're just hot. I'm telling you guys, it is so hot you can't almost breathe outside. So I don't know if it's the heat getting to them, but I've got 4 eggs today. That's it. So either they're laying somewhere else, or it's just too hot to lay, or something's getting the eggs during the day. So what I'm going to do tomorrow is make sure that off and on throughout the day tomorrow, I go into the chicken coop and into the barn and look and see what's going on, because, you know, I let my chickens free range. I used to get a whole lot of eggs out of the in the goat house. I had a lot of chickens laying eggs in the goat house, but I haven't found any eggs out there lately, and no nest either. So it's not like something's getting them out of a nest. There's just been no nest. And I was getting about 6 eggs or 7 eggs a day in the barn. In that, I have that utility wagon, and I keep the bale of hay in it, so it's off the ground, and that's when I busted in it, and they've been laying in the hay, and I usually get 6, 7, 8 eggs sometimes in there. Yesterday I only got 4 eggs out of there, and today I only got 1. So that was a little bit of a shocker, and that's where that snake was coming in that day. I showed you on that other video how he had flopped down in that trailer. So I don't know if there's another snake out there, but I only got 4 eggs. So today's egg total was 5. That's what today's egg total was. There was 4 eggs in the chicken coop and 1 egg in that trailer. So I don't know where they're laying eggs at. I don't know if they're still off a little bit. It hasn't really picked up good since the flood. So I don't know. Maybe they're still a little off from the flood, or maybe the heat's getting to them. I don't know, or something's getting them. It's one of 3 or 4 things that could be happening with my chickens right now. But I can just tell you that my egg supply is down. And if I'm only getting 4 eggs a day, this lady's not going to get an 18-pack or barely get an 18-pack by the time next week rolls around. She's got 3 right now. I've got 3 boxed up over there right now. And I think there's about 6 more eggs in the refrigerator. And those will just still be in the refrigerator to go with next week's eggs. I love you guys. God bless y'all. And y'all have a good week. I'll see you I don't know, see you in a couple days.
Have a good evening.
You're going to tell him good evening, baby?
Good evening.
He's in his fisherman hat. You going fishing?
Yeah, but
Oh, sorry, just barnyard farmer hat. All right, bye guys. Katie, I'm trying to do a video.